right, so let's dive into my next topic, and that is to talk about kind of where we're going with text to order, the evolution of the restaurant website, and where that future is going. So text to order, a lot of people are moving into this. Also social could play a factor here, where we could see an actual first party engagement with social platforms to actually place an order. Your thoughts on kind of the evolution of that? Is it going too fast enough for you, too slow? What's your situation there?
I think the technology is moving really, really fast. The biggest thing I see on the restaurant end is that they're a little behind on the training of it. They implement these things, and it's just like having a POS system. Most people use maybe 10% of what their POS system's capable of. The same stuff is happening on the tech end, is that there's tons of great technology and great, features that these things can do, but they're not implementing them 100%. So I say slow it down, really dig in deep of what the features of a lot of this tech can do, especially like text to ordering, and make sure that your team is trained for it. A lot of times these owners, I know, and everyone likes the shiny new object, get this great new thing, and then we roll it out to a team, and then we implement it on a Friday. And it's terrible.
Not a good day.
It's not a good day for anybody.
Not a good day for implementing anything new.
Don't roll it out. Never roll out anything new on a Friday. That's just
on a Friday. Go ahead. Our busiest 2 days of the week. Just drop this right on top of us.
On Friday. We're going to start this on Friday and Saturday. Text to order on Friday. No.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so text to order.
Text to order. The thing people got to do too is you got to understand is that the longer you do these things, you're creating new habits. When you're creating new habits, it's harder to flip people back.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you're right. Your customers are going to expect certain things. Especially if they start to like it. You're not moving back to the old model. And this was something that I've talked to several operators about, is that their digital sales has not fallen off. This was Scott Svensson over at Mod Pizza. He was telling me that digital is holding while their in-store dining is rising. So they're having one of their biggest years ever. Mainly because, again, back to the habitual change of the dynamic in how consumers are eating. And this is one of our big trends. We've talked about this a couple of times. If you guys, by the way, if you haven't had a chance to see our video, we did a video on this that talks about the growth of the restaurant industry hitting 1.3 trillion back by 2023. So there's a lot of that moving in that direction for sure. All right, so if text to order, adoption, training, all those kind of things kind of come into play, do you think that the integrated solutions are the best way to go for operators? And let me kind of explain that. So you've got an integrated solution, whether it's tied into your point of sale system, maybe it's tied into your gateway for your third party. I'm trying to think if Olo or someone like that with their dispatch service would be able to kind of service or bolt on a text to order kind of platform, or partner with someone or buy someone, since they just went public and got $400 million. I'm just kind of curious, do you think integrated is a potential opportunity for companies to really kind of build the text to order opportunity?
Integrated is the only way that these pieces are all these pieces are going to fit together, is that people are going to have to get integrated. And as soon as these companies learn that, listen, we could probably get farther if we work together, instead of having, how many different apps do you have to, how many different iPads you have to have now for third-party delivery? I mean, I've seen restaurants, have 5-6 different iPads available for, Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash. They got, there's tons of them. Integration is the only sane way I think that the industry is going to grow together, is when these companies start saying, you know what, let's work together. Let's make this an all-in-one kind of system. And then it's really going to, I think, pull where you're going to see technology and the restaurant industry coexisting in a very harmonious way.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely in a scenario where, operators can get to do things more, frequently and more efficiently. Because I think that's been a knock on tech for quite some time is, gosh, I gotta use this piece over here, then I have to plug this piece into it. It's like a cobbled together Lego that you lost the directions for. It kind of works, It kind of looks like that race car, but not really. My 5-year-old does it all the time.
Depends on the day.
Which is kind of what we're talking about. All right.
And always crashes on Friday.
Yeah. Your 4 integration. Your thoughts on this recent acquisition by Squarespace? They jump in and purchase Talk, which is kind of the Resi competitor, let's call it an upstart to OpenTable. So that's basically going to integrate in the, online reservations, which will be implemented literally into the website. Thoughts of that kind of integration, a little bit softer integration. Do you feel like that's a positive thing, or maybe let's go best of breed?
I think any kind of integration, I think, is always great. As far as reservation systems, though, as restaurants start opening back up, reservations become key, and managing your reservations is huge. I know, like I live in Scottsdale. I don't go out unless I have a reservation, because it's just, you don't want to stand there and the restaurants in Scottsdale are packed. I mean, if you don't have a reservation, you're waiting like sometimes an hour and a half wait. So reservations are a necessity. It's a great opportunity for restaurants to, really start taking control of the door, which is a great thing. And I think integration like that, even if it's a smaller level, I would like to see more integration between the POS systems and the third-party delivery apps and the reservation systems to make it more of a complete.
That's nirvana.
I know it's nirvana. That's I'm dreaming. I know it.
Honestly, too many big brains in a room that no one agrees with in terms of how that's going. I want to hit you with a couple of things, and you tell me. This is kind of a lightning round, okay? Right. Win or fail. This is for 2021. Win or fail. 2021, and whether or not it's going to hit the restaurant industry. That is third-party delivery. That's number 1. Win or fail.
I think it's going to fail.
All right, so there you go. Third-party delivery's out, and we're back in.
Third-party delivery's out. Well, and the reason, I know it's the lightning round, but the commission rates, unless they get their commission rates under control, I mean, more people. I have more clients integrating their own delivery. So,
sure. All right, let's go to ghost kitchens, but not in the traditional. Let's go fast casual ghost kitchens. Win or fail? Win on fast casual. Do you think casual dining can be a win or a fail with ghost?
Casual dining, like which ones you talk about? Like what change?
Well, let's talk about like Brinker. We did a breakdown of the 3 casual dining concepts that we think. Brinker is obviously one, Bloomin' Brands the other, that kind of has moved in that direction. Even if you go in, I know Denny's is not a casual dining, but it's definitely not fast casual. But those kinds of brands that are moving pretty heavily into ghost kitchen operations.
Casual dining will fail unless they can restructure their model to a smaller footprint.
So you think it's real estate driven there? From that standpoint, it's real estate. Real estate driven, harder to go. All right, big box, or do we see a complete new box?
New box.
New box altogether. All right, I like that
new
one.
Box.
And then my last one is geared toward when you look at the infrastructure of just a unit economics, okay? Unit economics for mostly franchises. That's the big question right now. Does franchising win or fail in 2021?
Fail.
Oh, wow. Okay. Why do you got to dive into that one? You can't just drop that one in there. I want to hear this.
Well, franchising, number one, is, there's been a lot of bad franchises out there that got a lot of, like, look at a lot of those burger ones that, like, took people's money and ran and didn't give them any support. I think the big franchises are going to suffer, especially the ones that, especially the up-and-coming ones are going to suffer. The big ones that are already established, they're going to be fine. But if if you're opening a new restaurant chain and you think I'm going to start franchising this thing and make my huge IPO and then cash out, it ain't going to happen. I think people are really leery about franchising now. Unless you're super, super established, it's going to be very hard. The best thing you can do is build up your own kind of little restaurant empire yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
So company-owned stores.
yeah, and
You
then
know, and
that way,
there's
I
yeah,
think that's the best way. I always say 3 is your tipping point. You got to get to 3
yeah.
restaurants to make the numbers really work. So,
Donald, it's always lovely having you on the
always
show.
awesome.
As usual, we definitely want to keep you in the loop as things start to transpire for Q2 here as we go. We're going to hopefully see some really good numbers coming out from a lot of operators. So I'll definitely get you back on and see what the summer looks like here for our restaurant recovery that seems to be happening in 2021. Thanks for stopping in.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate you.
All right, so all you listening in over on the podcast, make sure and subscribe. That's the best way we get feedback from you. Give us a rating as well. If you're watching right here on YouTube, subscribe here as well and hit the bell, because that's going to be how you get great content coming to us right here from Foodable and also the Paul Barron Network if you're over on YouTube. The other thing is if you have an idea for the Barron Report, just shoot us an email, which is producer@foodabletv.com, or you can hit me up on Twitter @Paul Barron. We'll catch you next time right here on the Barron Report.